Alright, welcome once again to this month's show on What is Your Story with Dr. Robert. Also remember, once again, we are back. This is a program that happens every Sunday at 6 p.m. only at Romy TV Africa at Dr. Robert Osoro. Yes. So my brother, so you say that you had started this.
Ulipiga ikaenda kwa wrong number.
Yeah.
Welcome to Romy TV Africa. Right now we are back with Chatspot. This is your second show here at Romy TV Africa after newspaper review. And Chatspot is all about topics to deal with the youth, topic that attracts youth, topic that entices the youth. And today I'm not alone. I'm joined by two guests. One of them, she's a colleague here. She's the camera lady behind the newspaper review and other shows. While on the other hand, I also have another new guest. It is the first time for her to be here on session. So I will start with you. Please welcome on the show. Introduce yourself as well as your social media pages.
Thank you so much. My name is Ada Osoro.
Yes.
You can get me on social media platforms.
Yeah.
That is Facebook
Yes.
at Apple Osoro.
Yes.
Twitter at Apple Osoro.
Osogo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'll also give another chance to the production team, of the production leader and the director, the camera lady. She'll also going to introduce herself and the social media pages. Welcome.
Thank you. Hi guys, welcome to Romy TV Africa. I'm Melaban, Facebook Melaban, TikTok and Instagram Melaban. Thank you.
Well guys, remember I'm your host, that is Mark Collins Ochieng on Facebook, Collins.ke on Instagram and Collins.ke on Twitter. So right about now, you are watching Romy TV Africa. Go like, comment, subscribe across all our social media pages. So guys, welcome on the show once more. And today's Chatspot is all about sexual favors or sexual credit someone is given at job. So we are looking at a job on the angle of sex. Yeah, you find that nowadays there's a lot of stories that run around the companies, that run around institutions, okay, about sexual favors, about sexual promotion. So I will start with you guys. What would you consider the first thing that we are going to look at? Assume you guys, you're not employed, you don't have work, you've applied all the certificates, all the documents, all the letters you've written across, but you've never gotten any positive feedback, or you've never been conducted or contacted for an interview, or no interview has ever been conducted to you. And then you go to an organization or you go to any working institution, and then they tell you that there's a chance for you to work here. But one condition we want you to do for us, the boss or the HR says that, are you willing to sleep with our boss? So if you accept, you'll be considered for the job. They will give you that opportunity. If I start with you, Osogo, assume you're that desperate, you don't have any work. Would you let yourself to sleep with the boss in order to get the job?
I cannot give a direct answer
Yes.
to your question.
Yeah.
But I consider a number of issues or things.
Yes.
Personally, everyone or every individual has his or her own principles.
Yes.
So, maybe not my principles will not allow me
Yeah.
to sleep with my boss,
For you to be given that job.
for me to be given that job.
And there's no any other alternative. You've tried all other means. You've exhausted them, but nothing is yielding fruit. But now you're told this is the only chance that is there. Accept and sleep with her, then we employ you. You become part of our system.
I'll ask myself first, why?
Yeah.
Why is it that I must sleep
Yeah.
with the boss for me
To be given a job.
to be given that job?
Yes.
You know, there's a question behind that offer.
Okay.
I cannot
Accept.
accept that.
So in short, you'd rather remain jobless than sleep with her to get a job.
Yeah,
So you better just idle around,
I
sleep at home.
I'd better
Yeah,
die poor than sleeping with my boss for me to be given a job.
Melaban, coming to you. Would you rather accept to sleep with a boss to be given a job, bearing in mind that you've exhausted all alternatives, you've expounded on them, you've tried, you've resorted, but nothing is yielding fruits? No contact, you're not contacted in form of email, in form of your personal number, but you've applied everywhere. But now there's a green light, or there's some hope at the end of the tunnel. And one of that hope is that they call you and then they tell you that, yes, we've seen your documents, we've seen your academic credentials, but we just have one request, that will you sleep with our boss, then we give you the job, or you just remain jobless the way you are.
Okay.
What is your take?
Okay, for me personally, I would rather stay jobless.
Yeah.
And try looking for some jobs, like applying more and more.
But now you've applied and applied, maybe like 3 years.
It's okay, but I would rather stay jobless.
You'd rather remain
because because
yes.
I can't sleep with my boss to have that work, or maybe need to acquire your job. No, first thing, ujui ama huyu boss akona some diseases that you don't.
Maybe rather the boss would recommend that you'll use protection. Okay.
Okay.
There will be consideration of protection, but it's just once and then you're given the job.
No, I'm not working for sex. Actually, I'm not working for it. So for me, it is no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some people, I know, they will argue that they would consider that in mind.
Yeah.
As long as it is one, and they consider the safety measures they are considered. So why not? So maybe a lady would decide to sleep with the boss, a gentleman who's a man, and also a man would sleep with the boss, the CEO, who is a lady, and then be given that job. Then life continues instead of just wanderlusting in the world, doing nothing. Okay. You're just sleeping at home. You don't have maybe the capital to start any business. So someone else might consider to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have to ask you this question.
Yes.
So, kama ni ungefanya nini?
Me?
Yeah.
Personally, if I've tried all other means and it's not working, I would still look back at two things. Number one, is that boss who I'm supposed to sleep with? Is she someone who is of quality? Is she someone of substance? Je, ni mtu mrembo, brain-wise, nini, physically? You don't expect me to sleep with someone who is more elder or more aged than me. That is like a curse. Sizi lala na mtu mwenye ako umri ya mamangu, lakini kama ni mtu young, I might consider. Now, going to consideration is another second point. Are we using protection? Yes.
So you can do it?
If there's protection, I can consider it.
Yeah.
Well and good.
Sorry.
But it's once. But I've told you that I look at the age.
Once, are you sure it will be once? Are you sure it will be once?
Bro.
Actually, acha nikwambie ukweli. No parents. Acha nikwambie ukweli. The moment utamuonjesha, like atakuwa like anakwambia tunaweza meet. Like
there's nothing.
Wait. Tunaweza meet. Alafu then the moment utawai kataa hiyo like compare. Unafutwa job. What's for now?
Okay.
Actually, see at
okay, personally, I took it on the angle of not it being addictive. Like, ni hiyo tu na upate job. Umeelewa?
Basi kama itakuwa addictive, you're going to be fired. You're going to be fired actually. Kama umpei, alisikia wewe ni mtamu like uko tu sawa. Uko tu poa. Expect afanye nini? Si lazima utaruse job actually.
Rematch hiyo kidogo. I think that one itakuwa ni kunitanish my name na kuniblack. Because my idea was just to get that job na ni better my life. Si ati sasa niendelee na kujua hata mimi nikiingia hapo. My motive ama my aim is that ni kuwe napata pesa, naweza fungua biashara yangu, unaona? Na pia nijenge familia yangu. Sasa hii itakuwa in a breach ile agreement ilikuwa. Mimi sitaki sasa ikuwe every time. Means just once. There's protective measures. Yeah, there's no problem.
And what
Actually-
if they fail?
Huh?
What if the protective measures fails?
It's just unfortunate. But I will go for the pills. There's always those pills that you take after the act. Okay, yes. I would rather rush the pharmacy, swallow them, and then seek medical advice.
Another question.
Yes.
What if they fail?
Yeah.
You go for the pills,
Yeah.
and you impregnate her.
Now that's another chaos, boy. That's where now the boat will rock. Well, no, because now that one I'll be given our sense of belonging. Meaning now I'll take part in that family, raising that family, which is so unfortunate because at that moment you are entering there when you are desperate. You just look at your goals.
Actually, let me
your
tell you
need.
the truth. Ukiambiwa like na boss wako ati
Yeah.
ati kuja like I'll give you job ama maybe I'm going to offer you a job.
Yes.
And then you're going like utalala na mimi.
Yeah.
Inamaanisha like ukiaccept like inamaanisha
No,
uko
but
desperate. Uko desperate vibaya.
Lakini,
sana.
but I've told you on that angle is that umejaribu kila aina. Uja succeed. Na hii job manze payment iko poa. Listen, payment iko poa. Allowance siko nayo.
No.
Asim ni job unaingia namba unaanza kula 200 Gs. Utakata. Unaanza na 200k. Sasa hii ni kitu ya just an hour na umaliza. No, but something about
But you spend your
and
entire
then your payroll, you go there for payroll na kwa allowances jini.
No,
Why
yes.
not? Bora I consider safety measures. You see, safety measures in a
And
matter.
what if
And it's
umeambiwa
once
na-
and for all. Yeah.
What if venye umeambiwa like zifail?
Like simekuwa nitakimbia nitarush ku seek medical attention. Yeah. Yeah. So guys, you're watching Romy TV Africa. This is Chatspot, and this is the topic that we are talking about. We are talking about sex related to work or related to job in various job capacities. Okay, and nowadays sex is something that is being there. People are having their friends in job. People are forming relationship on the basis of sex, or people are exiting their families or their spouse to have some relationships at work based on sex or sexual favors. Now we've discussed that part 1. We are now going to discuss part 2. Give us your views, give us your comments. Go to our comment section. Make sure that you comment. What do you have to say about this? Would you rather sleep with your boss to get a job, or do you decide to remain jobless for the rest of your lives after exploiting or after exhausting all other alternatives? You've tried everywhere but you don't secure any job. But right now, another opportunity comes whereby you are told that just sleep with the boss and then we give you the job. Once and for all. Okay? You will never sleep with her or you will never sleep with him alone. What do you have to say? Now, getting back to the topic. Another part. Now you are in the job sector. Okay? And you've been in one sector for a very long period of time. And then your boss comes to you. She approaches you, or he approaches you and tells you, you know what? I've seen you've got the potential and I would like to promote you. Now to promote you to this section, there's just one thing I require from you. I would like you to sleep with me. Would you consider that?
For me?
Yes.
No.
Ukuwe promoted, yani
No.
raiziwe, maybe utoke level ya support staff,
Okay, if you want
went
to, if
in-
you want to promote
or
me,
you remain redundant, ubaki kwa hiyo position
if you want
forever.
to promote me, it's your will. Don't
Yeah.
ask. Yani usiask like for sex or something like no. Hiyo ni wirini yako ama
Yeah.
maybe unaona venye nafanya job
Yes.
like nafani nirezewe kidogo but
Like sasa maybe
I'd rather
maybe
stay in that
I find
position
uraiziwe,
actually.
lakini amuona huyu Melaban
mm.
nataka pia nini at least pia ya feel standard iko inapanda panda pole pole.
Ni
So,
sawa but I can
Lala tu na mimi
stand.
mara moja
Hapana.
alafu na kupromote.
No way.
You rise to ranks, you
No,
rose to ranks.
no way.
You see,
Also go to your point.
you started by saying, I've seen your potential,
Yeah.
so I go by that. Like, I've
But
seen
now the
your
potential
I have the
will just be rewarded on
Just
basis of
reward
sleeping
me.
with her.
Just reward me.
No, you
because
cannot
of
be
my
rewarded
work.
on that. You cannot be rewarded without sleeping with her.
I
or
rather
sleeping with
stay
him, sorry.
there. I rather
Yeah.
stay there.
Would rather stay there. And some people are being promoted.
Ni sawa, haina
The
shida.
juniors are coming on a rise haraka. Wewe bado uko senior
Haina
staff.
shida.
Bado you are still
But
a
I would
messenger.
rather- mimi siwezi lala na yeye actually.
Yeah. Kabisa. Adamantly. Adamantly.
No.
Even if it's safe.
No. I said no.
Osogo, you, would you give it consideration?
I don't think.
You don't think?
Because
Yeah.
promote them
Yeah.
and they fail.
Yeah.
Because if they don't deserve it,
Yeah.
as you said, I have the potential.
Yes.
If they don't deserve it,
Yeah.
they'll fail. Definitely.
What if the guy or the lady has the potential, but she's still undertaken through the process and she accepts it and she goes away to thrive? She performs well.
If they perform,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
It is them. But
Okay.
with me,
You cannot accept to sleep for you to be promoted. Okay, some people will argue that they will accept because
So we are
just
coming
once in
to
a while.
you. We are coming to
they are not.
you.
Yes.
So,
Okay, personally, me in terms of promotion, it's a no, because even as I'm working there, I don't just work to be there forever. I'm also working as I consider other avenues, like getting out. Like me, I believe in the philosophy of not working somewhere for the rest of your life, like Nini. You should always aim at working out to pave way for others, also to grow up or to explore. You see, you go for other green pastures. So for me, in terms of promotion, it's a no. But if it is in terms of getting a job and I've tried all other alternatives, I will consider, but under safety measures. And I've told you also that person whom I'm supposed to be involved with, I also trying to look at her in terms of age, in terms of physical appearance, that one, okay? For the purposes of my, for the purposes of my, how do I say it? My ego, yeah. Now, we are moving on to the third angle of looking at it. Now you've worked there tirelessly for the entire life. Maybe you've been there for the last 5 years. And then the boss comes to you and tells you, I've seen you, you've been working, and now I have one polite request. You've been earning 70,000, and now we want to double it up so that you can be earning 150,000 per month. Now, the request is this: sleep with me, and then I increase your salary. What would you have to say about it, Osogo? Would you consider that? Just once, then she adds your salary. Remember, right now, we are at these hard times, the economy, there's no subsidy for fuel. So the cost of fuel is very high, okay? So the basic commodities also are high. And there's no likely of them being reduced very soon, because the president said that they're not going to operate on borrowing. At the moment, we are looking at how we can be able to generate our own revenue and be able to service the debts and use what we have to build our economy. Okay? So at the moment, even salary increment is very hard. Kuongezewa mshahara ni vigumu. Manake vitu zimekuwa, hali ya maisha imekuwa ngumu. Sasa mkubwa wako amekujia nakwambia Melaba, no, nafanya kazi hapa, lakini nataka nikuongezee mshahara. Kama ulikuwa unakula 50,000, nitakuwa nakulipa 100,000 kila mwezi. Sasa naomba tukifeva moja, lala na mimi alafu nikuongezee mshahara. Jeke kwa situation ya sasa hivi ni Kenya tuko, utakubali? Lakini mtazingatia hali ya usalama, safety, like there will be use of protection.
Kwangu mimi sitakubali. That's a no for me. That's
Why?
a no for me.
Why?
Okay, let me tell you the truth.
Yeah.
If you want to maybe to kuniongeza mshahara, niongeze just because nafanya like umeona nafanya kazi.
You know, hata mshahara ukiongezwa, huwezi ongezwa tu double. Wewe inakuja in portions, like small.
Sawa, niongeze kwa hiyo portion.
Lakini double once. Double comes once.
Those
you grab it
things,
once.
they come with the
with the
so I don't want to risk my record. Like I see taki so
you can't even accept once to you volunteer once.
I can't. For me, no, actually.
You can what will you
use?
Just
reward me.
Bro, what will change?
Reward me.
What will change?
Okay, unajua hiyo kuchange.
Because
Ataona itakuwa mazoea, itakuwa mazoea.
Once maybe once.
No, itakuwa mazoea. These people take advantage.
Some people are not like that. Not all bosses are like that.
No, bosses they take advantage on you like ni sawa. Acha nionje kidogo. Next time. Hello, uko wapi? Tupatane place fulani. Then unatishwa like utakuwa unatishwa nitashukisha mshahara yako.
Lakini sasa unaweza mwa resign basi hapo. After hapo unaweza mwa resign. But argument on uomoka mara moja. Listen.
Me I don't want.
Unalala naye alafu unaomoka mara moja.
Mimi sitaki.
Na uache hiyo job. Kuliko nini? Utakataa bro. Na sasa hizi kitu mayuth ni.
Acha nikae na job yangu but nisiati like no. No problem.
So go what does it say?
Shortcuts are not good. I'll consider my.
So you don't want to omoka?
No, not that I don't want. Let me omoka in a right way.
Thank you.
But imagine you are stranded there forever, bro. You've been there. Tell some people are coming. Universities are generating out graduates every year.
It's okay.
Year in, year out. They are trying them out.
Okay. But me, I don't want to risk my life because of material things.
What do you drive? Wewe bado uko mtu mdogo ulimaliza shule 5 years ago. Mtu mwingine amekuja 6 years later. Anakuja na kutoa. You are still remaining in the same institution. The same thing. Anakuja anaanza kula double.
You never know.
We are not competing. I'm not competing with anybody.
But you won't feel some sense of jealous, ama you won't feel like you are strong somewhere. Like wewe hakuna growth. You see, I think life is all about growth. It's about improvement.
Okay, feel that's jealous, but let me appreciate that small thing that I have.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I can say.
Also, I won't disrespect myself for the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mtazamaji, umekujiwa na option na boss wako. Amekwambia lala na mimi na uomoke mara moja. Uomoka ni kumaanisha salary yako inapanda double. If you are earning 50,000 per month, okay, basic salary, now you'll be earning 100,000 per month. Would you consider that, bearing in mind how the economy has shrink, how it has sunken, okay? Things are getting out of hands, the cost of living is high, okay, there's nothing we can do. We are operating under CRBs, but thanks to the President-elect William Ruto for delisting us, at least the rest have been reduced, and those loan borrowers who are having some pending balances to pay, they are still now they can be allowed to borrow more because of the hard economic times. This was an initiative that was enrolled yesterday through NCBA, KCB, Safaricom, and the president was there to officiate the process. Guys, what would you do, manze? Utafanya nini wewe? Nini unaweza fanya? Sieri ulale na yeye na uomoke. Mshande ipande haraka kuliko ubaki hapo na salary ibaki the same for the rest of your life.
Why do you want to risk people's
life? I'm asking them
to
give me their views, but I'm giving them two angles so that they can look at it. At least one can get the best one. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was my topic. What would you have to say, Emma? What is your topic?
Okay, what I can just say or maybe to add, okay, you girls maybe read this out of there, like not after job, like boss, yani like your boss ama manager nakwambia come and sleep with me, so that maybe you can have a job, maybe ama
you can get a promotion. Yes,
please try this. Jipendeni.
And there you
love yourself.
Consider.
You don't have to risk your life. You don't have to risk your life.
Because of that.
You don't
want a soft life.
Because
life is all about being soft. You work smart.
No.
You work smart.
Let me struggle until I get that point.
You struggle.
The thing, it's okay. I'm going to do that.
Now
you might struggle for the rest of your life and you die like that.
Let me ask you a question.
And die like that. And then again, to make the matters worse, you go to hell. Oh. Watu wengine wanaenjoy huku na wanaenda mbinguni. Wewe na umestruggle tena kwa ukikufa tena unaenda kwa hell. Sasa wewe niambie, una struggle tu ukistruggle.
Now let me ask you a question.
Yes.
I can see you've been accepting almost everything.
No, I haven't accepted.
Almost.
No, I haven't accepted.
You
I
said-
accepted just one.
Okay.
Getting a job. Only, that's the one I've accepted.
Okay. Have you ever found yourself in that situation?
No, I've not found. And this is just a story that we are trying to discuss as youth.
And then you, in the future, you will get such a thing. Do you think you can...
But I told you I would not give it a green light immediately. I've told you the factors that I would weigh. Yes.
Okay.
So it's not that something that I'll just say yes like that. No. After considering, after having a lengthy discussion between myself, within myself, having an intrapersonal communication. Okay.
And
Yes.
what if there's no time? There's no room for that.
What if there's no room for that?
Yeah.
I might as well walk out. I might decide to refuse.
So why don't you say you cannot instead?
Not like I've said that this is something is a 50-50. I've told you it's a 50-50 situation. Yeah, I have also to look at the owner. Yeah, nakaje. Using a BM too old. I sleep with her to get a job. For what? Labda ni mtu youngster. Mtu 22, mtu 23. Kwani shida iko wapi? I might as well naweza pata bibi hapo. From there, she might be my wife. Yes. Naweza kuwa mtu mdogo na naweza nikamuoa. Kwani ni nini? Yeah. That's why I told you I consider those aspects. Enough number 2 I've told you. Protection must also be there. Yeah. We can go for a VCT test. Yes. That's why I told you I can accept it. Why not?
But,
That's your decision actually, and you can't change someone's decision.
Yes.
And we don't
So,
want to
guys-
change that decision.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
so
for the
guys,
second and the
yeah.
third one, no. Yes.
Okay guys, as you can hear that Corinne angekubali kulala na boss wake ndio like akiwa na
vigezo gani? Nikwambia vigezo gani?
akiwa
Usiseme tu atakubali. Siwezi ndio na mtu mzee. Nikwambia kama ni mtu myang, mtoto mbichi, mtoto mdogo, mali safi, ni sawa. Kwani iko nini? Mali safi kwani shida iko wapi? Mali ni safi, ni kitu kiani. No.
We agree with your decision. But for me guys, no. And ladies that you are outside there, don't do that please.
Yeah.
When you are doing that actually, make a decision if that decision is it right for you, is it ama itakuja na some what those things.
Yeah.
So guys, are you there for maybe una apply job ulale na boss wako ama you're going to disagree with me guys? Comment there below and tell us about your comments, about your views, about everything about that you think maybe unaweza fikiria unaweza lala na boss wako ama uwezi lala. Promotions,
increment of salary.
For me no. Hizo vitu zote actually disagree. So guys,
now it's your time for you now to give us a topic for us to discuss. I've exhausted mine, then we close the show. We call it a wrap.
Okay, our guest maybe can.
Do you have any topic you'd like us to address today on this show? It's about youth show. Yeah.
Okay. On the same topic.
Yeah.
I'm meant to think the most affected people are ladies.
Okay.
That's
because
why
I don't think
whether
I can find a boss who is a lady and give me those orders.
And then you refuse.
It's unlikely.
So
that's
ridiculous.
why that's why you seem to be accepting.
Yeah.
Because it's a rare case.
But it's there.
Most of ladies
it's very rare.
They are very desperate to get that job. Maybe actually.
So I think ladies will go for that. And I really sympathize with them.
She's diffusing here.
Me, I'm diffusing. For me,
I think you're on a broad daylight. But when we switch off these lights, she'll accept.
For me, no, Aki, no.
She's exceptional.
No, I'm not going to accept because
she's driving
I'm
a fuel guzzler.
No, I'm
V8.
standing. I don't care.
Mercedes Benz.
I don't care.
The type of car that you admire, that you'd like to.
Mercedes Benz.
Germany car.
Hata uko na sijui hari uko sijui
and imagine
the
boss is handsome, akona six pack, akona nini,
actually I don't care.
She's tall, dark, or
I'm
she's
not there because of
tall,
it.
light.
Sijakuja kuwork because of sex.
Mwezi nipatie tu kadogo.
Hata kidogo.
Chance moja.
Nyinyi ladies nyinyi. Don't. I disagree.
But
and disagree with me.
Do you think, because you say that these things, this topic tends to go in hand, like ladies are the most victims, I mean, sorry. But let's say it happens to men. Do you think many men will reject the offer, or they will go for it?
I think they go with us by your decision.
Yeah.
Actually,
most men will consider it. They will say yes.
Most
they will
men,
accept. Yeah.
Most men are you, and they are not me.
Where?
Why?
I wish most men would be me.
Yeah.
And not you.
But mine was just for the first option.
But most men will be.
Most men will be.
Thank you.
You want to say that there are men who will not refuse that? Like,
Actually,
will not
men
reject
they
that
are
offer?
going for it.
The majority.
Without to argue. Serious, okay. We can go. We can go.
We can book out here.
Yeah, imagine.
I do believe there are also some serious men, civilized, not that
1%.
civil because people, but majority, like 50%. There are men who have.
We are not men. We are not men.
Men who have principalities. Okay, they are principled. They have firm decisions concerning themselves. So I still feel like they are like half. Let me say like 2 million Kenyans can refuse that, right? The youth, the age of 18 to 30.
I don't know if
they are going to agree.
And imagine the ladies ni them too young, maybe ako 20s, ako 25 hapo, just young nini, kwa hiyo wamelanda. Si kuna wanaume watakata waseme au ni mdogo. Huyu hata kama ni mali safi.
Wanaendea hizo. Wanaendea those small girls actually.
If you want to have or to know the exact answer, an exact answer to that question,
yes.
I think men will have to comment there whether they will accept.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
guys.
men, please, if you are watching the youth, that age bracket between 18 to 30 or to 40, what is your sentiments? What is your reaction on this story? What rings on your mind right now as you're watching this show? What intrigues your insight? What do you have to say about this story or this topic? Please go to the comment section and comment it on our Facebook page, on our YouTube page, because we are live at the moment, and also on our Twitter and Instagram page. Remember, this is Romy TV Africa, so make sure that you share with your fellow friends about this show, Chatspot on Romy TV Africa, every day from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. I mean to 11:30 a.m. Sorry, yeah. Moving on. Which other topic would you like to say? What topic do you have in mind that you'd like us to talk about, which is related to the youth? Because we've talked about sex, which was relating to job. What do you have, Osogo? You are the newest guy in this platform.
Okay.
You are like a mono, but I'm sorry. I'm just joking. I'm kidding. Yeah. It's just to make this show to look like lively, to make sure you go lively.
Okay, yeah. Can we talk about depression now that is rampant?
Yes.
Okay, okay, can you see, I can realize the majority of youths are depressed without even knowing.
Okay.
So, will you mind giving out examples, all the signs of a person who is depressed?
Okay.
So that you might find someone outside there is depressed, minus even knowing whether he or she is depressed. So, do you have any instance that can make anyone identify or know that I'm depressed or something?
Yes. This is just from my brain, not referring to Google. Personally, I think some of the indications or some of the signs are the person being alone most of the times, okay? The person not being sociable with people, like he doesn't want to get people on board, maybe to discuss other things. I can also say maybe the person is not active, okay? He's not that very active. Like maybe right now, maybe we're discussing a topic, and you're not that active, you don't participate it with zeal and that energy the way it's required, maybe that guy might be depressed. Okay. Another thing is about lack of sleep. If you don't sleep well, like you always tend to have a lot of migraine, that is some fever or some headache. So you don't sleep the 8 hours that is required, or you don't sleep enough. So you find yourself, maybe you are sleeping during the day, okay, or you are daydreaming. That is a sign of someone who is depressed. Another thing is lack of appetite. Kama mtu akuli sana, ana hamu, maybe if it was breakfast, a tea served with some bread, the person can just eat 2 slices and then he or she is contented for the rest of the day. Even as supper, he doesn't have that appetite to have supper or to eat supper. So I think that is a sign of being depressed. And then maybe lastly, if the person is prone to talking to himself. You know, there's that talking to himself that is silent, lakini kuna ile mpaka unaongea peke yako, like tuko hapa kwa studio na unatu fulani unaongea peke yako mpaka iko loudly.
You give a solution and you provide.
The guy is just talking, anacheka peke yake nini. Unajua kwa ile kucheka mtu unaangalia simu ama kuna call unaongea na mtu ama una video, lakini uko tu solo unacheka unaongea kidogo. I think those are signs kwa mtu wako depressed. And it's good that before the situation gets out of hand, make sure that you go for some counseling, make sure that you share with the people what you are undergoing so that they can give you the solution, the remedies, okay, before the situation gets worse. Because like if you come unazungumza peke yako, that's how you imefika bipolar.
Yeah.
Now things are getting out of hand, and soon you will now be named or you'll be labeled as a mad person in the society. So it's good because brain pia iko na other functions. Like it's like depression ikigena interfere na brain sana. Yes. That's all I have to say.
Okay, what about, you say the lack of appetite?
Yes.
What if I say overeating also is a sign of depression? Because
overeating?
Yeah, you go and get these supplements. I don't want to mention.
Yeah, you're not allowed because by the way.
So those supplements, you take them, and then they allow you to overeat.
But why are you taking those supplements? What's the
you want to eat?
To eat?
Yeah, you want to eat. So you go for them, those drugs.
I don't think it's supplement. If overeating is a sign of
it might.
Okay, maybe for me, what I know, like maybe
you are
overeat, like some people wakiwa na stress, they overeat actually.
Sure.
Yeah. That's what I know. Yeah.
And then
akiwa na stress, ana overeat.
It's say that you overeat or you don't eat.
Yeah.
That's what I've never heard of. So you mean that the guy will have a lot of weight?
Some
atakuwa overweight yani.
Yeah.
Some.
Actually.
Because of depression akona overweight.
Yeah, and then there is this
stress na nifanya nakonda zaidi.
You mentioned also about something to do with lack of sleep.
Yes.
Oversleeping also is
a form of depression.
Yeah. You oversleep. Why do you oversleep? You have nothing to do.
Yeah.
And then you tend to think that by oversleeping,
yes,
you forget what you've been undergoing through or what you're going through.
Yeah.
And now another question.
Yes.
What do you think leads to depression?
You haven't asked her, by the way. Yeah.
So you want me? Okay. So what makes you to get maybe depressed, Ama?
Yeah.
The causes of depression.
The causes.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe umekuwa this mtu like I don't know.
Where I start? Fear. If you've developed some fear, you can have depression. Rejection. If you've been rejected, maybe for a job offer, or by a girlfriend, or by a relative, you might develop depression. I think also another one is using stimulants, using of drugs, also might lead to depression. Yes. Yeah.
And even maybe overworking, maybe at job, unakuwa kazi mingi.
Also toxic environment, like at job. Yeah. toxicity
Okay.
might also cause depression. Yes.
And the remedies.
The remedies for depression. Number one is guidance and counseling. Number two is about maybe seeking other alternatives, like you can go for maybe if you have a stress, you can go for some workouts. You can go to the gym, you can run, you can cycle to release, okay, the stress that is the stress that you are facing, okay. Number three, apart from workouts and going to guidance and counseling, number three, I think being just sociable, being someone who is willing to share information with others. You see, like you are open. Don't be someone who is not open. You are frank. You say this and this is what I'm going through. So you share with the people. You become jovial. You become talkative. I think through those aspects, you'll be able to relieve yourself from depression.
Okay.
Yes.
But remember,
Yeah.
we had said this person who is depressed
Yes.
tends to avoid people. So how can you share if you are avoiding people?
Now, on that hand, the way that angle, the way I will answer is that now you want to come out of depression. Now you have to accept that you are in depression. And now you want to walk out. So acceptance is the biggest part that plays here. So now that you want to walk out, you have to dedicate, you have to sacrifice yourself by taking a measure that will be able to alleviate you from that stress, from that depression. So now start developing the habit of sharing with people what you're undergoing through. You start developing that habit whereby you share with people, you become talkative, you become friendly. But if you don't accept that you are there, now it will be difficult to assist you or to remove you from depression. Yes, you accept this now, I have to seek this other alternative for me to be safe. You see? Now, maybe let's say you are positive, but now you have to be swallowing the drugs. You have to accept now, maybe I'm positive. I'm just using an example of those people who are positive in terms of AIDS. But now they have to do what? They have to ensure that they take the measures. They have to take the drugs on time, the prescribed drugs, okay? If you are to swallow it at 8 a.m., you ensure that at 8 a.m. you swallow it. Failure of that will start some afresh, you see. So you have to accept, and then when you have to accept, now you have to dedicate yourself to the measure that you are going to consider. Yes.
And do you think depression has long effects?
Yes, it has long effects because it's not something that you will come out of it very quickly. Like it will just get healed. It's a healing process, so it will take time. But you must be committed to the process. Okay, commitment is very important. Yes.
Is this time estimated, or it depends? It varies with an individual.
I think it just varies with an individual. It's not something that you can estimate to someone to be like this because you don't know what escalated to that level. You don't know what he underwent or she underwent that it led to that big setback of depression. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything to say?
Anything to say about that?
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I'll just talk to people there, like, just accept, as Collins have said,
Yes.
accept your situation.
Yeah.
And be willing to maybe to share with
Yes.
people so that that thing
Yeah.
you could talk
You
at
could talk,
least.
yeah. Because they always say a problem half shared is a problem
Yeah,
half solved.
yeah. So that's what I have, guys.
Yes. Yeah, that's all you have to have. So guys, apparently we are coming to the end of the show. It's a wrap for us here at Chatspot. Thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for commenting. Thank you for your precious time. What is your topic? Which area would you like us to address on this show concerning the youth? It might be sex, it might be finance, it might be dating, okay? It might be relationship, it might be long distance, anything else that you would like us to address here about the youth. Any topic that attracts, that entices, that pleases the youth, that fascinates them. Please go to our comment section. at Romy TV Africa across all social media pages. And we promise you that when we come back next, we will deliberate on that topic. I've been your host, Mark Collins Ochieng on Facebook, collins.ke on Twitter, collins.ke on Instagram, and I've had 2 guests who have been very active. They have been very, very special in terms of giving their insights concerning this topic. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. It was very, very valuable. I would like you to give us your parting shot as you also give us your social media address.
Thank you so much for
Yes.
watching.
Yeah.
It has been my pleasure
Yes.
to be here,
Wow.
and I hope I will continue
Yes.
being here.
Wow. Feel at
Another
home.
time.
Feel part and parcel
You're
of this
welcome.
family. You are welcome.
Yeah.
Yes. What is your social media address? Where
Uh,
can they reach you?
like I said, you can find me on Facebook, Apple Osoko.
Yes.
Yeah, and Twitter at Apple Osoko.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, she's our producer. She's also the camera lady. She's the director here on some of the shows that we always air to you. So I'm also giving her a chance to give her parting shot and her social media pages.
So guys, thank you for your time, for
Yes.
being with us,
Yeah.
for watching us. Thank you so much. So my social media platforms is Melaban, Facebook, TikTok and Instagram. You can find me there, Melaban. And guys, comment there. Maoni yako ni gani about those topics that tumeongea hapo.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Guys, it was awesome. It was fantastic. We enjoyed the show. See you same place, same time tomorrow at
Yeah.
this time. I'm your host, Mark Collins Ochieng, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching Romy TV Africa. Until tomorrow, bye.
Bye.